In a House committee hearing today, Waters was pressed for why she won't apologize, and she said, quote, "I think every reasonable person has concluded that the President of the United States of America has advocated violence. If you want to talk to me about civility, you start with the President of the United States." Does she have a point there at all? The President has criticized John McCain. He's called the press the enemy of the people.
Fake news too, don't forget that. But there are a lot of disagreements in different ways the president expresses them. He uses Twitter real effectively to, in the primaries. Look at every one of his opponents. If they really got high enough in the polls, they actually got their own nickname. I mean, I don't know if they consider it a badge of honor, but it's not. It's a real different line between saying do that or go out and stop somebody from being able to get into a restaurant, or if you see them at a movie theater, go and try to block them from being able to enter. That's a big difference and a big fine line. And everybody ought to be asked if they condone that kind of behavior that they saw and that kind of inciting of violence that they saw over the weekend.
Have you ever spoken with the president about his rhetoric?
We talk about the issues of the day and how we're going to move our agenda. I deliberately don't follow him on Twitter because he uses Twitter to control the message, and it works very effectively for him. And he knows the media maybe better than most people because he served in it. He had a #1 rated TV show, and if you weren't aware of that, he'll let you know. But because of that, he's got a much better understanding about how to connect to people in a different way too. And I think if you follow anything through the election that I think a lot of people missed out on during this whole rise of Trump's candidacy, is that he really did connect with people in a way where so many people had just forgotten about a big segment of America. And he not only didn't forget about him, he said, I'm going to go fight for you, and he is fighting for them, I think, in the way that they expected. I mean, if you look at his policies, and that's what I focus on, is I focus on the policy. And the policies that he's been working on, that we've been working with him on, are the things that he actually campaigned on. And I think that's a refreshing thing in politics, that you run and say, I'm going to do these things, and then you actually do those things. If I'm able to get a Supreme Court pick, these are the people I'm going to choose from. And he chose from that list.
You really don't follow him on
Twitter? He's going to cut taxes. I really don't. My press team will tell me maybe, look, you might want to know about this tweet.
He makes a lot of news.
Because you're going to probably be asked about it. So, I get some of those tweets presented to me. A staffer told me, like within a minute of him tweeting this morning, that he's in caps, that he's going to support and ask everybody to support the immigration bill. I didn't follow that directly. I had a staffer show me that, but I shared that with colleagues as soon as I found it.
Every reporter in Washington has his tweets on text alert, so our phones start
I'm sure you'll wake up at 3 in the morning now just so that you can see, okay, did we get a stream of tweets that went out?
Right.